Good evening, everybody. It's February 16th, 2016. It's approximately 8:37 p.m. About a few minutes ago, about 8:33 p.m., I just saw one of the weirdest things that I've ever saw in my life. And as you can see, I'm down here at Miller Park, a place I come to quite often. Right behind me over here is Helfer Field, where I usually film my sermons. Right over here in this little under this awning thing where the picnic tables and benches are. Well, anyways, I was down here tonight and I'm walking as I usually take my walk, and I was walking back, and I got to about we're just a little bit past that sign over there. It's about maybe 30 feet away there, and I was looking up at the sky over here. Right over here, you got the bluff, the hill for the Milwaukee V.A, the soldiers' home over there. Well, between the bluff and Miller Park here, up in the sky, up past the clouds up there, I saw one of the weirdest things that I've ever saw in my life, and I honestly don't know how to explain it right now. Don't know if it's a UFO. I know it wasn't an airplane. At first I thought, maybe it was like a meteor or a comet or something, because the way it was traveling, it was super bright. It was brighter than the moon. It was super bright over there, and it was just streaking across the sky. And as it got to, I'd say between the middle of Miller Park over there, where the roof it curves up there, and between the bluff, in that area up there, as I was streaking across the sky, all of a sudden it broke up into three separate pieces. And it was like one here, and one here. And in between those three pieces was just sky and space. They're three separate pieces. And they streaked just a little bit further, and all of a sudden they disappeared. Just like that. Kind of like when you send up a firework and it breaks up into pieces, and all of a sudden it just goes out after. Well, it looked just like that. And I'll tell you one thing, I know it wasn't a firework because it was up so high. It went up farther and higher than any firework I've ever seen. And it wasn't going up. It was actually streaking across the sky, kind of like a comet or a meteor or something. But it was way too bright. You could tell it was in the Earth's atmosphere. And all of a sudden, just right over there, it broke up into three separate pieces, and it went out, just like a firework does. And it's kind of odd because I was just thinking, as I was walking, just before I looked up and I saw that, I was just thinking about the new law that Governor Scott Walker signed today. And as most of you know, I've said it in other videos, I was raised Democrat, but I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm an independent. Actually, I consider myself an American, is what it is. But everybody knows I'm not a big fan of Governor Scott Walker's. I don't support corruption or bribery. And everybody knows I'm not a big fan of President Obama's. But I was sitting here and I was thinking as I was walking, and I was following the sidewalk here. I was heading up towards Miller Park. And just before I looked up in the sky and saw that, whatever it was, I honestly don't know, to be honest. I was sitting there thinking about this new law that Governor Scott Walker signed into effect today about it prevents any state agency from getting involved in President Obama's Climate Control Act, to help protect the Earth. And I'm not a big fan of this new bill that he passed, particularly because I believe in recycling, and I believe in clean energy, and protecting our Earth for future generations to come. And I believe in the climate. The climate's a big problem with getting warmer, the global warming. But anyways, as I was sitting here walking and I was thinking about that, I just happened to glance up, and there it was. What looked like, honestly, the best thing I could say is it looked like a meteor or a comet or something, super, super bright, brighter than the moon, just streaking across the sky. And it wasn't even going like fast at first. It was going like slow, then all of a sudden it picked up fast. And as it got over there, like I said, it broke up into 3 separate pieces, moved a little bit across the sky. Each piece moved a little bit across the sky at the same time, faster. And then all of a sudden, it just went out. Kind of like if you picture a UFO, if it just, it's got a big white light on it, and all of a sudden, boop, it just disappeared completely. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's weird, because I believe in UFOs, I believe in aliens, I believe, particularly because I believe, if God created us, which I believe He did, and He put life on this planet, I believe He put life on other planets too. So I believe, no, we're not alone in the universe, but it's just the darndest thing, I don't think I've ever in my life saw something like that. And I honestly don't know how to describe it. I guess only God knows what it really is, what I just saw up there. But I wanted to share this, because this was just a really unique, odd experience of what I just witnessed here. So, till our next video later this week, I'll talk to you later, and may the grace of our Lord God be with you all, and may God bless you. Thank you.